It stains the lips. Hey, what's up? I hope you have your tea, your wine. Welcome back to Living with Grace. I just put in the Juvia's Place lipstick. This one is called So Red and Rouge. These two. Very rich and nice. But it stains the lips. So I'm gonna grab some. Grab something else. Yes, welcome back. We're going to be talking about being a black woman. Being a black woman. And being God's daughter. Yes. Big difference. Okay, Anne. Big difference. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is not just for black women. This is for women in general. Women. So it doesn't hurt to listen. Mm-hmm. I'm going to drink my tea. Same way with the stuff on. That's all right. You can purchase yours online. Go to andrain.com. It'll be for a great cause. So, not knocking these. Love them. There's a time and place. But right now, since I'm going to be talking a lot, I need something mattified, moist, and bold. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yes, being a black woman, you know, actually, you might not know. For me, watching other black women being strong, carrying the family, leading many, nurturing many, supporting many, known to overcome many things, is a great accomplishment, and I'm proud to be a black woman. But I love being God's daughter first. I love being his daughter first, because, and I had to unlearn this. Not sure if you went through this or not, or even thought about it, but there's a difference. There's a difference in being God's daughter and being a black woman. Living in the world, we're conditioned to certain things. Yes, there is a fight, racial war, we're trying to get equality. There's so many things that we've been fighting for many years. And I don't know if any other race can agree to this, but black people have been at the bottom for many years, and we fought and we're fighting to be on top in terms of race, right? And being equally seen, right? And just equal, So for me, growing up in a household of seeing strong black women, man, like strong, I started to implement it too. I started to apply it as well. I started to believe that, they're passing the baton on to me. And the more that I done that with pride and with a willing spirit and a willing heart, it became very burdensome. Did I say it properly? Burdensome. Because it's like you're carrying more than you're supposed to. You're doing more than you're supposed to. Like, the more that I became God's daughter is the more that I realized that I need to renew my mind. Yes, I'm living in the world, but I'm not of it. Yes, I'm God's daughter, and he loves me so. He loves us all. But he needs to renew our mind to have us think the way that he thinks and see things the way that he sees it, because we don't know. We've been conditioned for many years, conditioned, and even taught to fear the police, fear white people, fear this, fear that. I didn't even realize that until George Floyd had passed during COVID. I was pissed. I was crying. I was hurt. I knew these things were happening for years, but now it's displayed, it's publicly displayed, and we're in a position where we're confined, and just a lot went on. And I prayed and I cried to God. I said, God, what's going on? And all I could hear in my spirit is that, you need to renew your mind. You, Anne, have been conditioned and limited. And I was like, you've been limited. And during that time, I allowed God to renew my mind because I was conditioned and taught to be fearful. I was taught to behave, to do, to live in this world because my grandparents were frightened of what was going on. They were teaching me they were preparing me for how the world is. Preparation is good. This is what we need to do for our children. But being fearful limits us. Being fearful causes us to be loud and rude and all this stuff. Yes, we can educate ourselves. Yes, we can fight for certain things, and God will appoint us to do that. But to be what they say that we are, to be who we think we're supposed to be, creates anguish, disappointment, frustration, anger, confusion. It creates so much stuff. So I know that the more that I cleave to God and the more that I look at myself as a daughter, the more that I see that I'm blessed, the more that I see that I'm rich, and the more that I see that society doesn't hold me down, and the conditions and the slavery mentality needs to be renewed. Period. When we are walking with God, we can say, okay, God's with me, and just stick to the way that we understand. God understands. He says, lean not to your own understanding. That is part of it. Allow him to have us understand his way, because then when we start doing that, we walk with more confidence. Our words are born. Our words bring life, especially when God is speaking through us. We're not speaking in a place of fear anymore. We're not speaking in a place of lack. We're not speaking in a place of poverty. We're not speaking in a place of fight mode, survival mode. We're not speaking like that. We're speaking in a place of confidence, a place of belief. I had to learn that. I definitely had to learn that. I had to learn how to be a woman. I've been so strong for my kids and myself, survival mode, for so many years that it exerted me beyond the point of exhaustion. But I still justified it because I thought it was of me to do it. I was supposed to do it. The more that I become a daughter, a woman, a mom, a future wife, an aunt, an educator, a teacher, a beauty advisor, hairstylist, makeup artist, supporter, mentor, influencer in terms of influencing positivity, motivation, uplifting words, encouraging words, believing that I'm first his daughter, believing that I am a blessing, believing that I am living in grace, believing that all things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. So visually, yes, I'm a Black woman. But first, I am God's daughter. You are God's child first and foremost. We are not to walk in fear. We fear God. We don't fear man. We respect people and we honor and we do all of that. But we will not forget who we are. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but a principalities. It's a spiritual battle for us to divide. God knows that. So does the enemy. So does the enemy. The more we spend time with God is the more that we look like him, and the more that we speak like him, and the more we believe his word. He renews us. We are no longer the same. The transformation is beautiful because you will no longer walk in fear. No more. So I just wanted to remind you, and to other women that are watching this, I understand you're so, you see black women with, oh, we're so strong, we're this and that, we have a mean face and all that stuff, and I'm sure you see that and probably been intimidated. But remember, there's a stigma to certain things, and we had to fight for many years. We don't need to fight anymore. So I'm trying to say to my brothers and to my sisters, not brothers and sisters. Well, I'll say to my brothers if you're watching it too, because you tend to, some brothers tend to think that we're supposed to carry them. I ain't carrying no man. I am not carrying not a man. That is not my job. Cast your burdens, cast your cares upon the Lord. I will intercede. I will encourage. I will honor. I would submit. All those things when need be. But I will say this to other black men. Trust God. Everything is in God. He has everything for you. You don't need to survive. God has already opened certain doors for you, but you need to check in with him in order to walk that walk with him. You know what I'm saying? We do not need to be fearful of man and the enemy's devices. This is how he has us going like this. When we believe God, you see what's for you. You see where we're supposed to go, and you allow God to lead the way. We won't be making decisions based off of fear and what we're supposed to be. No, Star. I put that apron up a long time ago. I even had a discussion with someone the other day. I said, I don't want to be that typical black woman that does this. He's like, look at me. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to be God's daughter. I don't want to be a woman. I want to, because it's like I've been for years, like raising two boys. Years I've been a single parent, and I've always thought that I had to be man and woman. That's not my job. That's not my job. I always fixing wall units, fixing cars, doing this, driving here, picking up groceries. I'm doing all these things like Superwoman. Not even allowing a man to carry something for me. Right? So when I started to become a woman, my eldest son's like, Mom, man, you turned soft or something? I said, no, the thing is, I needed to be a woman. I need to be a woman. So you too will know what a woman is. I'm not Superwoman taking care of this and this and that, juggling this and this and that. Y'all are young men. I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? I need to be a woman. I love being a woman. I want to allow a man to be a man in my life instead of me taking care of everything, taking care of the bill. For what? I'm not saying a man's supposed to come in and take care of the bills and you're supposed to cook and clean. No, you'll meet someone, you guys will come together, you guys will work it out. I'm saying for me, I don't want to be stapled or categorized or known as the strong token black woman. No, Star. No, my face will be bent all the time because it's too much. It's too much. I'll be God's daughter. I'll be his daughter first and foremost. It's nice here. It's nice. So anyhow, I just wanted to talk to you about that. Talk with you, not talk to. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Let me know. Because I know we wear different hats and stuff, but I want to fulfill my purpose and I want to be God's daughter and I want to walk in authority the way that he has me to. That's it. I don't want to walk in fear because the cops don't like me or that don't like me. I already know that. But it's not necessarily them. It's the spirit behind them. So I'll deal with that. And I'll walk as God's daughter. Call me Stush. Call me whatever. I don't care. I'm the daughter of the Most High God. We are covered with his grace. We are favored. We have a purpose to fulfill. We're not here to fight one another or even be fearful of another man. We need to fear God. That's what we need to fear. Yeah, man. So anyhow, let me finish my tea. I just want to touch base. Let me know how you feel. Comment below. This is worth talking about because God does not like division and separation. The world and the things of it cause it, and we join in. Sad but true. Anyhow, see you in the next video. All right. Stay blessed.